Oh my gosh. Ah my gosh. My gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Ba 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 ba. Wait, why is music not playing? Music? For some reason, it just decided Police Quest 3 was the end of my playlist. It is not the end. It is nowhere near the... Why will you not move to another song? Freaking YouTube, I'm gonna come and kick you in the face. YouTube. Fine. There we go. Huh? How about this? How about this, huh? Yeah, that's me. I've heard this as music. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient with me. It's been one of those fun times just trying to get better. I don't know, this has been a bad sickness, but luckily I'm good enough to be here live right now, and even better, it's a GM round. What does that mean? Well, every round's a GM round. Game Masters choose games, but with Iron GM, we gave the players 3 choices between GMs for them to choose from. If they chose the same GM, that's who they ended up with. But if they chose 2 different GMs, then they ended up with the third one, who comes with the vengeance and much anger. So, Crappy, take us over. Take us past the horrifying gerbil forklift, okay? Oh, jeez. What a creature. And say hello to the various Iron GMs. For Iron GM number 1, we had Iron GM. Please look forward to it. Our friend Polk Kitsune. Iron GM 2 was Iron GM. This one won't softlock, I swear, at least I think. Neatzel. And Iron GM 3 was the Iron GM of Mystery. And it's a mystery. Yeah. Guess what? There's still an Iron GM out there you don't know about. Yeah. Could it be them? Well, let's find out who the players chose. Our first player. Who was it? Time Wanderer. That's right. Time Wanderer eliminated me from Kusog7ande. Time Wanderer also sporting the Kusog7ande shirt, the Tubin shirt. I love it. Time Wanderer opted for Polk Kitsune. And Tina decided to go for Polk Kitsune as well, which means that Polk is officially chosen out of love. Polk, come chat with me a little bit, and let's go ahead and find out what your game choice is. Oh my gosh, the hamster's back. The hamster. Polk, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, we've all been looking forward to it, because I sure have.
Yeah, I just love that, like, they're like, oh, you know what? Polk Kitsune is a known quantity. Iron GM and Mystery has a question mark. We don't know about them. Let's stay away. We're going with Polk. You've been chosen out of love. And did you give a game that you feel is adequate for the love they have given you?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is totally a nice little game on it. Yeah, there definitely has some garbage. Wasn't my first pick, but it is totally acceptable of the love they're gonna give me.
Oh, good.
Goodness, we're good.
Yeah, so what game do we have?
This time we have a bit of an arcade port based on the very, famous tale of Alice in Wonderland. Welcome everybody to the PC port on PC Engine of, and excuse my German here, Märchen Maze.
Märchen Maze, look at her go. She's all full of anime and all full of swag. The players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can through the PC Engine port, aka TurboGrafx 16. That's usually what I put on the layout to avoid any confusion. Märchen Maze, the arcade port, actually looks pretty cool. This is definitely not as good, but honestly, I think this has a lot of charm. They will have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can, and whoever does will take the victory. The loser gets eliminated from the GM bracket. Say goodbye. Ciao. Adios. I don't know. Whatever language you want to say bye in, you can say that.
Sayonara.
Sayonara, suckers. Yeah. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed and supported. I know that I haven't been live that much this month, but also I've not been very alive, period. Yeah, I went to the hospital yesterday to get checked up, and because, oh my gosh, Polk, not yesterday, but the day before, I swear, like, I was like, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna die. This is my last day. Good adios, sayonara. I started saying all those words as well, but nah, I made it through the night and managed to get along. And so I'm just glad that I'm here with Kusog7ande today, you know?
Yes. Please get well, bro.
Oh.
Please don't die in sickness.
I won't today. At least not during the stream. Yeah, I'll leave dying till later. Yeah.
No. Please do. Not now. Not now. Just get well. Get some rest. Take your medicine.
Yeah, yeah. I do have some really good cough medicine that they prescribed me. But yeah, I know that the thing is, I wanted to stream a lot this month because it's September, but every September it seems like something happens that ruins that. And you know what? Now that I'm finally getting better, Big Bad Game-a-thon is happening this next weekend, which means I also won't be streaming during that.
The timing of that. But it's Big Bad Game-a-thon. You can't.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Big Bad Game-a-thon. I don't know. Like I wanna make it up to everybody somehow. Oh my gosh. You know what? Harry Potter music, shut up. We've got other games to worry about, okay? Specifically this match between Tina and Time Wander. Yeah, everybody, I'm going to be playing Alien 2 for Famicom Disk System. Are you playing anything for the marathon?
I know I haven't. I should. I need to find something good for that at one point, yeah, but unfortunately, the sign-ups came up. I came out, I should set that for later. And then forget about it. I'm really bad about this. I need to fix that.
This is how it goes.
But I'll put on the stream this weekend. I'll support. I'll give it what I can here. This is something that you gotta watch. You gotta see. You cannot miss that.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, everybody. Okay, I'm just trying to make it. So here's the deal. I'm trying to make it so that the music is audible and that the bass isn't like too much destroying your ears, because there's a lot of bump, 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 bump. Okay, let me lower that a little bit. Yeah, this looks cute. Okay. Look, there are penguins, there's an Alice, there's a Wonderland. So for those who know the arcade version of this game, it is isometric, but the TurboGrafx one is not. The players are going to have an hour to try to make as much progress as they can in this game, and I am pretty dang excited. Are you ready, Polk?
I've been looking forward to this all week. Please!
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm checking right now with the players to see if they are good to go. And they are! Chat, I need you to go ahead and get all of your best Alice in Wonderland emotes and spam those. What other emotes would be appropriate? Like bunnies, obviously.
Of course, orbs, balls, penguins. Oh, we'll be seeing a lot of those. Little robots too.
Yeah, I think anything cute is gonna be appropriate. Cards, yeah. Pew pew pew. Sure, I guess Mega Man, Alice in Mega Man World. Well, as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Yeah, look at all those cute animals. Oh, some of those are horrifying though. And here we go. It's true. Well, talk to me a little bit about this game. What did Alice get herself into today?
It's a classic tale of Alice in Wonderland. If you're just getting lost instead of there going off against the Queen of Cards. This is a little bit of a different type here because usually most shooters you try to shoot things and You just try to avoid just taking damage, otherwise you get killed, of course. In this game, it's less about taking damage, more like not getting pushed off screen. It's like having a Super Smash Brothers on a shooter.
Okay.
You can get hit, no problem, just don't get pushed off the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that you have balloons, and that essentially is whatever brings you back up onto the stage. So basically, there's no damage. It's just don't get pushed off.
Nope.
Nice.
Exactly. Except for bosses, those take quite quote-unquote damage. That will seem nice on stage 1. The difficulty is going to ramp up. And we can already see Time Wander on the first boss.
Uh-oh. So I have already been criticized that I did not put an umlaut in the title. I don't know. Okay, there. Whatever. They didn't have an umlaut in the Japanese title, so why should I put one here? It was in Japanese. They don't use umlauts in Japanese. What are you talking about? Why would I put... Oh no! Time Wanderer getting knocked off by the witch.
Ah, but it's still some balloons.
Yeah. Can you imagine people speaking Japanese and being like, what's sayonara? No, they don't do any of those weird umlaut things, okay? Sayonara. Yeah. Although I think that German's really cool.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I've seen that little big trend in anime for a while here where they make so many things in German. For flavors, I suppose, but I'm not sure why.
Kusog7ande. Yeah, everyone, welcome to Kusog7ande. You want some more umlauts in your life, huh? Go and see a therapist if you want more umlauts in your life, okay?
We're not in Germany, I'm sorry. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
I think there's a few lots in French too, but nah.
I'll tell my therapist that, like, there are just too many. Help!
It's making me go mad.
Just angry though, just the angry sort of mad. Ugh, I hate German. The language. No, actually no. The language is beautiful. Never mind. I'm just angry. Can I be angry for once in my life, huh? You'll be like, yes.
You're allowed to be angry.
Yeah, you're allowed to be angry. Come on, chat. Chat, if you're angry, type 1.
Oh boy.
Shramp will say if your umlaut lasts more than 4 hours, consult your doctor. Oh no.
Consult your physician.
Yeah, it actually makes me think of Inspector Clouseau. Except that that's French rather than German. Oh my gosh. He was a good inspector though. Didn't really... Okay, he wasn't really a good inspector, but he was an inspector.
He was famous enough to be put on TV. I think that qualifies as good, right?
Yeah. He played an inspector. Well, I mean... Have you seen the old Pink Panther movies?
I have not seen the old one. I remember seeing the new one here, The Arrival, but I completely missed that.
I highly recommend, if you enjoy old movies from the 70s, the Pink Panther movies with Peter Sellers playing the Inspector Clouseau. They're so good, okay? Absolutely highly recommended. I don't think the original was the most interesting, but the sequels, like the second and third movie, so good. He hired this, like, Japanese martial artist named Kato, to help train him, but essentially the training involves Kato hiding in his house, so whenever he comes home, he has to figure out where this, like, ninja is, and fight him. So every time he goes home, like, they end up just duking it out, and it's hilarious, okay? It's so good.
Oh, I can see that. Oh, that sounds
Oh
great.
no, Tina, no!
Oh. And she's gone.
Yeah.
On the bright side, the continued situation, they do start all the way back to the stage of the last song. They do have a stage select, so have fun.
They do have a stage select?
Indeed.
Oh, good.
And Time Warner is also on Boss 2, riding out with giant robots.
Oh my gosh, Alice in Wonderland against robots? What kind? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what happened? I don't remember that piece in Alice in Wonderland.
Lewis Carroll. I mean, Lewis Carroll, you're allowed to put robots into your writing as well. That's fine. Oh my gosh. So while I've been sick, I sort of had some fever dreams about like making a video game about if you've ever heard of the video game Lifeline, it's both like people both love and hate it because it's a voice activated or voice controlled game where you're telling this woman what to do and where to go, and like she's pretty bad at responding accurately. But I was thinking voice recognition is so much better. And what if you made it like a simple 2D adventure and like talk to this robot and he got nervous every once in a while, so you had to like comfort the poor little robot and help him
that
out.
Sounds adorable.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make that. I'm gonna like that's something that I might play around with while I'm offline, especially since I've been wanting to play around with learning the Godot engine for reasons which absolutely no reason whatsoever, everybody.
Sure. Sure, nothing to do with recent news. Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, with that said, Tina is currently on level 2 and Time Wanderer on stage 3. The Slime's unfortunately giving a game over, but with level select, that's not as huge of a deal. How many levels are there?
I believe there are 8 levels included. Some of them may be similar colors, but they definitely have different enemies into it.
Oh.
And as is, oh yeah.
So the big question is, do you think that we'll see a completion?
Considering these are GMs, they're really good, they know what they're doing, and they can surprise us, it's not out of the question. The thing is, for every reviews that I have about the game says that the difficulty ramps up hard, and the stage 4, well, I mentioned penguins, we've got, the game's already all about sliding off the platforms. What do you think happens when you add in ice physics?
You slide, and like Time Water just went into the pit in the middle. Beautiful. So yeah, one thing that's a little bit difficult in this game so far, I see, is the perspective. However, the game provides one thing that makes it a lot more tolerable, and that's a shadow underneath Alice. There are a lot of games that failed to do the shadows. However, some of these jumps between the various platforms here, because of the way that the blocks are designed, it's actually a little bit hard to see where the platform starts. Like, just looking at Time Wanders, the gray bar at the bottom of these moving blocks, it's shadowed, but they could have made it a little bit darker just to help distinguish the difference between what you can walk on and what you can't.
But you mentioned about the shadow about the jump here. That's not included in the arcade version. Yeah, that's not involved. They have the isometric view.
No.
But not. Yeah, they don't have that.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and say that, like, this game really has some frustrating elements to it already, but I actually think this is a pretty cute and honestly, I think fun game. I kind of want to play this.
Indeed. I was picked, I was chosen, they look forward to it. I gave them something nice. It has its own little mechanics, it's got some problems, but it is still fitting for the Kusog name on it. So they thought, perfect. Let's go.
Time Wanderer, by the way, has already said, what the hey, I love this. And let me just go ahead and say that I sort of feel the same. Like, the chaotic nature is kind of a but at the same time, Kusog isn't necessarily just bad. we try, especially here in Kusog7ande, we tried to sort of accept all different types of Kusoge, all different levels, and sometimes, like, there are weird, bizarre, but genuinely fun games, and this is weird, but also just kind of a blast to watch so far. I love this.
Indeed. It's adorable.
Yeah. With that said, is it going to become evil in a little bit? Oh
Yes.
no,
Yes.
what is happening
Oh,
with
yes.
Time Wander? This is horrifying.
Welcome to Monster 3.
I don't like
Again,
it.
where is Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, where in Wonderland is this? Get out! Get out!
Whoops! And game over!
Game over, Return of Ganon. Yeah, y'all know the deal.
This is so precious.
Yeah, with that said, it is a little bit... it's not that cruel, you know? You get a game over, go back to the beginning of the stage. Sure, you have to do the whole thing again before you get back to the boss. But there are extra life pickups in the form of balloons, which we've seen Time Wanderer get before. I'm not sure if Tina's gotten them, but I think so. Like, as long as both of them learn that they can get them relatively quickly, Time Wanderer might actually just... I would consider going and jumping into the pit if I died that early.
Just get a good reset on. It's not a bad idea. Good strat.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, you want to make sure that, like, your next push through the game, you're going to have a chance of actually, like, making progress. At the same time, it might be a little bit early to start doing that, you know, maybe later on. Then again, with Time Wander taking the death right there this early on in the stage, I would consider... No, I'd probably keep going unless I died one more time, and in that case, I would say we're done, we're starting over.
Back to the beginning we go.
Time Wander does have a speed pickup, and that's... I don't know if that's good for this platforming section. This is horrifying.
Yeah. Because it's only precise enough as asking here, and a single jump might just get you to the next platform. But if you go a little too quick, you just might cost yourself right off.
Yeah, the big thing, though, is that if you don't need to kill all of the enemies, then that's probably fine. Oh, Tina, playing with fire or playing with golems, I don't even know what this is. Oh my gosh.
Two big eggs circling around here, tossing all the balls they have.
Ah!
They're just playing marbles. And you're the marble.
So,
of course it's
basically...
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, I do have a little bit of the story. Because Alice is awakened in the middle of the night by a voice from her mirror. It's Toke Usagi, who apparently is the equivalent of the White Rabbit. He needs Alice's help to rescue the world of mirrors from the Dark Queen who has conquered it. Alice must knock enemies over the edge with her bubble blower through 9 different worlds, collecting various power-ups, such as rabbit shields and super jump shoes along the way. And by the way, Tina Hacks has officially moved into the lead, moving on to the 4th stage with lovely penguins, ice physics, and everything that y'all have had in your nightmares. I mean, maybe not penguins in your nightmares, but everything else.
Yeah, and you can already see her having a little bit of problem here trying to guide her around.
Oh, yeah.
And she will just keep on moving. There is no stopping. She will just keep on.
She's doing really well at just handling the ice physics here. This is very...
Oh, yes.
I mean, look, Tina is excellent at video games. I mean, considering that Tina has been streaming for years, Time Wanderer is also one of those people who has done extremely well in Kusog7ande before. Like, both of them going up against each other is very... exciting. I honestly think Time Wanderer has done more in Kusog7ande period, or has played a little bit better in Kusog7ande than Tina has, but Time Wanderer has also played, I think, a few more times in Kusog7ande.
They might have more experience of what can happen with it here, what the strategies are. But Tina's got the skills. You're not just saying that because you're rooting for her, are you? No bias there, right?
I'm not rooting for Tina, okay? Actually, Time Wanderer eliminated me, and because of that, I am obliged by honor to cheer for Time Wanderer for taking me out of the tournament. Whoa, watch out, Tina! I don't know how you're getting hit or why. Why are you fighting the candy pucks? Oh my gosh.
It's one of those Japanese toys where you're gonna knock out the puck below.
Whoa! Okay, that was a very... Oh, Tina into the pit, but one extra balloon. Tina may still be able to finish the boss. Unfortunately, when you respawn, it does put you near the edge, but with a little invulnerability, and Tina is through the level if she can get to the mirror. There we go.
Ice Physique was the real boss all along.
That Cheshire Cat is horrifying. Time Wanderer, unfortunately, dying again on round 3. Tina hacks on round 5. This match is far from over, though. We have a lot of time to go on.
Indeed. We're only at the midway point here, and things will only get more interesting as we go. That is quite a bit of a fever dream of a stage throw. Did we just enter the crossover with Bubble Bobble?
Like, this isn't too horrifying. Maybe a little bit.
No.
Oh, there's the cats. Okay.
There's the cats.
We do have melted clocks, but that's more Salvador Dali than Lewis Carroll. I mean, I guess Lewis Carroll could be a little bit like that as well. Interesting fellow, that Lewis Carroll. He was very much into logic, and some of the Alice in Wonderland novels actually have a good deal of sort of logic that sounds like it doesn't make sense, but according to specific logic rules, actually does. He loved to play around with that. If I'm not mistaken, he taught math, but then was most well known for his writing.
Of course. Alice in Wonderland has been pulled off in so many places. It's been converted, changed. There's been... people have done their own version of it. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to hear something about Alice in Wonderland. But yeah, the Met certainly has more than just that.
Wait, I see a little sass in chat. Somebody is saying, "Yeah, sure, his writing, Chiron." Of course, it's Chiron. Chiron, why are you giving me this sass? What is Lewis Carroll known for, other than his writing? Was he known for something bigger? Jabberwocky? That's
yes.
Everybody knows the Jabberwocky, huh? Hunting of the Snark? Through the Looking Glass? Come on.
I will plead the fifth.
You're not even American. You're not allowed to plead. You can't plead that. I'm relatively sure that you have to be over here in America for that to work. Come on.
Yeah, but you can't force me to say anything.
Use your own country's laws. Come on.
Like, if you're gonna blame me from America, I'm gonna use your laws. Simple as that.
Okay, trivia for you. Where did Lewis Carroll live? Huh?
Who is Lewis Carroll?
The writer of Alice in Wonderland.
This should be a good... no idea. No idea.
No idea?
Was he from Japan?
What? Did you say Japan?
Was he from... Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, my name's Lewis. Genki desu ka? Huh?
We're just being baka.
Yeah.
Traditional Japanese name, just like burgers, you know?
Lewis Carroll's so kawaii. England, come on. I'll just... There you go.
Ooh.
Then again, I guess with a name like Kusog7ande, you're not from Japan either. Come on.
As far as we know.
I'm going to go ahead and say that we have some pretty good sources on that. Kusog7ande indeed is not from Japan. And actually, the Kitsune status is currently in doubt. Doubt, everybody.
Of course. What can I say?
You know what?
Look,
Lewis Carroll could have taken down Light Yagami, okay? I swear. Death Note,
yeah.
Lewis Carroll would have, like, instantly defeated Light. And then probably, like, not written in the book. Like, Lewis Carroll, legit fellow.
He would have lived.
Did he do anything weird? Let me see. I mean, he wrote Alice in Wonderland. That's pretty weird. He did a lot of math.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all never do math,
Why
okay?
math?
Yeah.
I thought that was supposed to be math, but math, I suppose.
Math, yeah.
No, you
He was
do
the
math,
original
work for the numbers.
Breaking Bad, but just in a different way, you know?
The time that he wrote in a typo and said do math, this is how he come up with Wonderland.
I actually see in Lewis Carroll's wiki page a section about recreational mathematics. I'm not kidding you, chat. And Time Wanderer on to level 4. Very nice.
Oh, yes.
Polk, I warned you before the stream that I might not be talking as much as normal. I think that was a lie. Yeah, I can definitely feel it wearing on my voice. I'm probably not going to have a voice, like, tomorrow just because of how much I'm talking today, and that's fine. That's fine. I'll live.
Your sacrifice is very... We welcome this year. We're very happy you're still talking with us. It's perfect.
Oh.
Just don't kill yourself. Also, a Time Wanderer has quite a reaction there.
Yeah, Time Wanderer in chat. You did see Time Wanderer stop for a second after making it to this level, and that was to type in Discord, "Oh, good."
Oh, good.
And I think that is a pretty... Although Time Wanderer appears to have gotten a speed up, which may actually be helping with the ice physics here. It seems like with the speed up, you actually are able to stop without having to do much adjusting. So that's working out possibly in his favor.
Counters the momentum of the actual ice physics. Go figure. Usually, speed boosts tend to give you out of control. The fact that it actually gives you control, a bit backwards, but we'll take it.
I mean, if it's a power up, then it should give you power, right?
True.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Wouldn't be much of power otherwise.
Meanwhile, Time Wanderer moving on to the boss of stage whatever 4. Tina still on
40.
stage 5 and has been struggling a little bit to get through. You know, she did lose once. Time Wanderer may actually come back and start getting close to Tina again. Yeah, I was saying, like, Tina is doing really well, but Time Wanderer definitely is not out of this, and I'm contractually obliged to cheer for Time Wanderer.
Then I have to balance the scale here. Go, Tina! You can do it!
There we go! Time Wanderer has killed the boss! Can you get into the mirror? Come on, it's right there! Yeah, there we go.
And yes, the Pac-Man, you can't directly slide off the edge if you're going into it here, if you're just walking, but any kind of jumps or any kind of bumps, whoosh, off you go. 2 minutes level 4.
But you know what? I brought up recreational mathematics in his wiki page, and I think that even with how silly that sounds, it's actually a very important point, because math for a lot of people, and logic, especially logic, just the whole idea of how logic works can be extremely boring and uninteresting, and figuring out a way to make those things entertaining, it's the original edutainment. That's what Lewis Carroll was doing. I think that it's... Okay, maybe not the original edutainment, but I think that it's very valuable as an educator to find a way to make something not boring. That's what I tried to do when I was teaching English classes. I was like, I'm teaching general ed level classes in college. People are only taking this because they're required to. How can I make this fun while also still managing to teach this, I don't want to be one of those most boring classes ever. And so that's what I would usually do, talk about recent events, talk about, we're going to do an analysis. What are we going to do it of? Of film. Because people love watching movies, people think that it's fun, and I'm going to ruin their lives because of how much they're going to analyze the freaking film after I require them to. And figuring out, once you know what people enjoy and how, you can figure out how can I use that enjoyment to help them learn something new. And so I think that is a very important aspect of what Lewis Carroll did, especially with logic and mathematics. And there we go, Tina in level 6, instantly game over. Not a big deal, because you get all of your lives back. Yeah.
Indeed, it's a fresh refresh. Just a quick trip to the title screen and you're back. But yes, if you want something here if you want people to actually keep on following what's happening and actually learn what you have, make it entertaining. It's going to be so much easier.
Yeah. For people who are wondering how else you can do some sort of recreational mathematics, I know this sounds really dumb, but there was if y'all remember the sideways stories from Wayside School, or Wayside School is Falling Down, there was an additional book in that series that was specifically about weird mathematics, and it was Word Edition. And essentially what it was various puzzles where you had to figure out what each letter in words represented, what each letter was for a number, so that you could actually complete the addition and multiplication puzzles using those various letters in the names. Sideways Math, yeah, that's what it was called. And that is actually an extremely fun sort of mathematical puzzle that honestly I think would be a challenge for a lot of people right now. Go check that out, everybody. Sideways Math from Wayside School, lots of fun. My sister was a big nerd who definitely went through all of that, and I'm trying to remember how much I did. I don't know. Meanwhile, Time Wander is basically caught up to Tina. Time Wander got the level 5 in basically one shot. Meanwhile, we're dealing with this nightmare water raft level. Yeah, let me just say, this is giving me some big... what am I thinking of? Lion King.
Lion King comes to mind automatically here. The Flintstones a little bit.
Simpsons.
Oh yes.
Basically, any of the waterfall levels in games. This is horrifying. But there we go. I think Tina is on to the boss. Meanwhile, Time Wanderer game over, but had an Ace of Hearts.
Ooh.
Oh no, there's a thing!
Woo!
What the crap is this?
Dolphin.
It's a dolphin?
I don't know!
One thing to note, apparently the Ace of Hearts is actually an enemy. Okay, never mind. Time Wanderer didn't collect it. I thought that he did, but yeah, just so everybody knows, this is being played on the TurboGrafx, and because of that, TurboGrafx automatically has a turbo function enabled. The players are allowed to use it. In fact, players are allowed to use turbo in any of the games that we have on Kusog7ande because we do not want people to get hurt. We are trying to be as accessible to everybody as possible. If y'all forgot to sign up for Kusog8, technically yesterday was the final day. I'll leave it open through today, though, if you just want to sneak it in, but I am officially closing it after today. But we do try to be accessible to new players, to people who, aren't able to play every game out there. We want to make sure that people can play. So,
Indeed, we would, the options we should
if that was a concern for you, that was a reason why you might not want to play in Kusog7ande, say no more, because we are trying to make sure that we know people's needs and can help with that. That includes, we don't ban games with flashing lights, but if there are people who have bad reactions to flashing lights, we obviously do not want you to have to play a game like that, and because that our GMs and especially right now our secret GMs are putting a lot of work into making sure that the games are suitable for a variety of people and knowing what the issues are with individual games. What is happening with Time Wander, these rafts?
The RNG's not being kind, I see.
Yeah,
Woo.
this is bad. My gosh.
Well, you did say it would ramp up. I didn't think it would raft up. This is...
Yeah, I don't know what kind of randomness this is, but it's definitely BS.
Yep. Well, it was an arcade port, so arcades just wanted to run on your quarters. And this would simply do it.
Why? Time Wanderer is just stuck going back to a previous platform. This is hilarious.
When you start wishing, can I have the ice back?
Honestly, yeah, the ice. Yeah. Okay, no more rafts. Gotta wait for more. Okay, here we go, Time Wanderer. Are you gonna have enough rafts to get up? Sort of. Okay, over to that place.
Some progress.
Okay. Oh, good.
Ooh,
Time Wanderer. Now on to the boss. Both of the players haven't made it to the boss. Tina Hacks is just trying to be very careful. Well, too bad.
But still too close to the corner.
Now, if Time Wanderer can kill the boss first try here, that will be a lead change.
Indeed. It's a good strategy to stay right in the middle of it here, since, again, pushback is the way you're going to get taken out.
Yeah, the biggest thing, you don't have a timer in this game, right? So the biggest way to lose is to get knocked off and die. I suppose this is another thing that this game does improve compared to the arcade game. Yes, the arcade game actually had a timer. Oh, that would be a pain.
Yes.
Oh, Time Wanderer is down. I thought that Time Wanderer might manage to do it, but unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately, that boss just did not want to knock it off. He said, knock you off. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Hulk, I have such a craving for tomato soup right now. I don't know why. I just really want some tomato soup.
I'm sorry, all I've got right now is ketchup.
I'm not eating your freaking ketchup. What are you gonna do? Take like a cup of ketchup, put it in the microwave, and give it to me? Gross.
Oh, well, I've got ketchup Doritos, ketchup chip Cheetos.
I'm not eating your freaking ketchup Doritos. No, I want soup. I want grilled cheese. I want tomato soup. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, now that I can work with.
Por favor.
Ketchup soup.
You know,
no one would know the difference, right?
There is, well, there's more sugar in ketchup than in tomato soup. So, yeah, there's enough of a difference.
I can't say that Ooh,
But with that
right
said,
into the,
like
into the
while I
water.
was growing up, I didn't really ever have tomato soup, you know? For some reason in my family, I was just a stupid kid who made a lot of assumptions, and I always thought, okay, tomato soup was what the girls had, and chicken soup was what the guys had. I don't know, which I like. I like chicken noodle soup. It's great, but like, why did I think that way? That's just how it was.
That's weird. Those assumptions. You have to wonder on it here.
Nobody told me as a kid that boys could eat tomato soup.
But why wouldn't you?
Because that's what the girls would have. Yeah, that's right. As a kid, soup was gendered, everybody. Welcome to my life growing up in Utah.
Hashtag Utah Fact by Bursons, yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
I don't know. Like, kids are silly. They make a lot of assumptions that are sometimes incorrect, but also I just think that in a lot of ways, I was a dumb kid. I'm fully able to acknowledge that in some ways I was kind of stupid, and it's fine. I own it. Come on. I run Kusog7ande. I thought tomato soup was for girls.
All stupid. We're all stupid at times here. It happens. Everybody can make mistakes. You just move on. You learn.
Yeah.
I'll admit I didn't have much tomato soup as a kid myself, but I had some element at school, and when I asked for the grandparents to do some, they did not taste the same thing at all. So, yeah, no.
Wait, the Patman in chat is saying that juice was gendered as a kid? They had orange juice for boys and black currant for girls? I don't know if I've ever had black currant juice, but that sounds great.
Me neither.
Okay, this level is killer. This is extremely difficult for the players, and it's been an absolute joy to watch. Yeah, this is being very difficult, but I love it. Like, this game is really fascinating. Tina already taking a death. I wouldn't be too surprised if Tina's like, let's just go ahead and die a couple times in order to get all my lives back. Maybe she might try one more time, and if she dies, like, if I died once more, I would definitely just take the game over.
I'm gonna be right back for the moment here.
Time Wanderer into the soup. This one's just fish soup, except not prepared yet, you know. It's pre-cooking fish soup. Time Wanderer back into the water. That is another game over. This level is, pretty dang fun. I like it. Sushi soup. You know what? No. Okay, if I'm eating soup, I feel like it needs to be cooked. Like that, even chilled soups, they should be cooked at least to some degree. Although one of the best, like, chilled soups I've had was a strawberry soup. So good. I know, it just sounds like strawberry juice, but no, it was soup. It was meant to be eaten as a soup. It was a little thicker than juice.
Yeah, I was about to say here, if your soup is cold, isn't it just juice?
Actually, to be fair, it probably was just like a strawberry smoothie that they served in a bowl. What the crap? How much did they charge for that? What kind of fine dining establishment is this? You're giving me a smoothie in a bowl? Okay, Time Wanderer back to the boss with one extra life. The biggest thing, can you make that extra life count? I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see. But we've got just about 20 minutes left. And you know what, everybody? We have another match after this one. And Justin's here. Hi, Justin. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. I said that weird. Sorry. Okay, Time Wanderer doing relatively well, dodging all of these projectiles. Oh my gosh, the gamer. Oh, one death, that's fine. Because Time Wanderer managed to get there with one extra life. Tina, meanwhile, has 2 extra lives and is doing a good job of conserving both of them. Let's see if Time Wanderer is able to keep this going. He's doing okay. He's doing good.
He's surviving. He's dodging.
Yeah, like, this boss is no joke. I don't know what it is, but it's not a joke.
Take your time. Just make sure to dodge whatever's happening.
Tina onto the boss with 2 extra lives. And there we go. Time Wanderer moves into the lead, finishing the boss. So I have to ask, Tina has been using the rapid fire quite a bit. Time Wanderer has been using the charge shot. Is either of those, like, better when it comes to bosses?
That is a good question. And not fully sure on that one here. I would say your mashing might do some more. The big one would have some bigger range. There is a big damage difference between the two. But I wouldn't know which one is the better strategy. Now, unfortunately, there's no indication on how well the boss is damaged.
Yeah, with that said, Tina is doing a relatively good job of just staying in this corner. The important thing is to get a strategy that works for you. And Tina taking another death right there. As long as Tina can manage to clutch this last life and deal a decent amount of damage without getting knocked off the edge. The unfortunate thing is that Tina's positioned in a place where if she gets hit, she does die.
Yep, it does limit the amount of projectiles heading your way, but at the same time, you're always going to be having projectiles anyways, and yeah, so close to death. This is what's going to happen.
With that said, Time Wanderer is officially in the lead and making a good amount of progress in the Sky stage already. Of course, the game is called Martian Maze, and this level does appear to be more of a maze than the other ones that we've had so far.
Indeed, but progress is still upwards, it's still vertical.
Oh yeah.
So although it has a tiny bit of a maze element to it, it's pretty straightforward where you need to go.
I love this. This is being a fun match. I'm really enjoying this.
It's a trip. It's cute. It's adorable. It's challenging as heck.
Oh no, Tina! The rafts! Yeah.
Oh no, right to the middle of nowhere.
Now Tina
nowhere to go but back.
I would just die. I'd just die twice. Yeah, there we go.
Just right back.
Now there is still plenty of time for Tina to come back. Tina, woo! Time Wanderer onto the boss. What is this?
I think it makes more sense on the arcade version because I believe that's a giant penguin.
Okay. I mean, it's a cool sprite. I just don't understand it. That's all.
Yeah, in isometric, there's probably better view there.
Oh my gosh.
But this way...
This is horrifying.
So many birds! Why is it launching eggs at you? Oh god, what is this, Mother Goose? You're in the sky? It's a golden goose.
I don't know what kind of goose this is, but it's dead. It's a dead bird. And Time Wanderer taking a full lead of progress ahead of Tina. Very nice. Time Wanderer on to space. You didn't know space was in Alice in Wonderland, but space is everywhere.
Well, except capitalism. Seemingly capitalism has not reached space yet.
Have you played Starfield? Because that's a lie. Capitalism is definitely in space in Starfield. I love Starfield so far. Definitely my favorite Bethesda game since Oblivion. Probably more than Oblivion, I gotta be honest.
Been having I heard you comment that you're playing a lot like Vittorio.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
And so that explains why you like it so much, I guess. Time Wonder, thinking that was the end, decides to take another road.
Oh no!
Game over.
Did a evil Alice in Wonderland clone just kill her? Scary.
Yes.
Oh,
Space is scary indeed.
terrifying. Okay, Tina is just really trying to make some progress here. I'm glad that Tina does know about the charge shot now. She might try that against the boss, and I think that would probably be a good choice, because Time Wanderer has been using that a lot against the boss, and it seems to be paying off.
Now, one little thing about the holding down the charge shot, you cannot hold it indefinitely, because if you hold it too long, it will pop.
Does it hurt you?
No, actually no. It just stuns you for a little bit. You can't shoot for the moment, but otherwise you're not moving.
Uh-oh.
It just means you can't do jack. It's very powerful, though.
There we go, Tina back onto the boss.
Back to the water boss. Back to the water foul play. Going for a different corner this time, where she does have better shots there.
A little,
which is
yeah.
level to the boss.
You can definitely get a few more hits, but it also means that the boss can get... Because all of the projectiles originate from the boss, that means that, you know, you might get a few more shots at you than expected.
Also, Time Wanderer has an army in his backside.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Tina has taken the boss down! Moving on to the next stage. Only one stage between Time Wanderer and Tina Hex, although Time Wanderer first shot the last stage. So Tina may be able to do that as well.
It is possible. There's still time. It's still anybody's game. And she's thinking more with the turbo shots, shooting multiple times on those bars rather than, ooh, that's high jump. Rather than Time Wanderer will usually charge the bubbles and shot them in one shot. Very different strategies, very different mentality. And she also knows she doesn't know she's behind, but she definitely seems like she's hurrying along trying to get some speed in.
So, by the way, each of the levels does have a different name. We have the Land of Sweets, the Land of... Let me see. I'm trying to translate real quick. Toys. But right now, Tina is on to what is called... What is this? Mushi no Kuni?
Mushi no Kuni?
Country of Neglect.
Ooh boy.
Well, I don't want to go to the Country of Neglect.
No, and Tina goes down.
Time Wanderer is on Heitai no Kuni, which is Country of Soldiers. Apparently on arcade they're in a slightly different order. Never mind, we already had the Country of Soldiers. Is this Sora no Kuni? No, we just... Maybe...
Again, I had to tell, did some rearrangements for the PC Engine. And one of you, I tried searching a little bit also for the game, and 9 times out of 10 you'll come up with the arcade game rather than this one.
Yeah, it's very difficult to find information on things other than the arcade version.
Maybe more popular. What do you know?
Let's see. Is this Jo no Kuni? Jo no Kuni is Queen's Country. I don't know if Time Wanderer is on the final stage or the second to last stage, though. Because
I do believe that's stage 9, so...
Okay. If it is stage 9, it's probably the last level.
Indeed. That's what it was in the arcade game at the very least. And Time Wanderer taking an intentional death to try to recover his life.
Chad is saying it's stage 8.
Oh! Stage 8, not 9. I might have counted stage 0 as one, so... My bad.
Well, that's fine. Whatever.
Kagami no Kuni, mirrors. Ooh, Mirrorland.
I don't like that.
That makes sense.
Kagami no Kuni. Ah! Lewis Carroll, famed Japanese writer, definitely wrote Kagami no Kuni.
Kagami.
Yeah, I'm looking at the arcade version. They don't have this world, as far as I can tell.
Ooh. So this was a TurboGrafx exclusive. Lovely.
Yeah, seems like it. Not only that, but the level with the swordfish type of enemy was actually the sky level that Tina Hex is currently playing through. So it's a... Yeah, things were definitely a little bit in a different order here. That's fine.
And we've now Tina on the boss. Let's see if we can get this roast chicken. Take down this terrible turkey.
Die, turkey,
This
die!
duck of the light.
I like the boss music, though. Yeah, apparently this is the Dead Rooster, per the arcade version of the game.
Dead rooster. So we really having. Wait, how's it a rooster if it's laying eggs?
I don't know, it's Dead Rooster. Dead, he's a rooster.
Okay, yeah, sure, logic. Logic sure is delicious.
Yum,
Something Lewis Carroll and logic.
Yeah. Yeah, logic, everybody. Whatever. Lewis Carroll, famed Japanese writer, definitely included a Dead Rooster in his books. And 52 minutes in, we are on the same stage, so we're going to have to keep track of how far the players are through this. Oh, this is scary.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, you've got a 10 minutes on your track. Yes, things are getting spooky. Someone are taking their time they're charging their bubbles, taking out the clones, and before going in too far. So they definitely want to head for more progress rather than trying to hurry. If they hurry, they will end up with an army of evil Alice on their hand. They know that, they want to avoid that.
Evil Alice! I can't believe Evil Alice is here. I mean, considering that we're on Mirror World, I guess I can believe we have Evil Alice.
It makes sense.
My gosh. Okay, this music's stupid. I gotta say. Wait, there's an ugly mustachioed tortoise?
Yes!
I like it.
What the... Hey, muchachos! You want a tortilla?
Chat, the Kachiri is saying, is that Jose Jalapeno? I think that's insensitive, but yes.
Jose Jalapeno on a stick. You know it's evil because of the curly mustache.
No, let me find his name. His name is Big Tortoise. This enormous Mexican reptile is the boss in the arcade 6th round. He attacked by jumping into the air while firing marbles at Alice. And in the arcade version is worth 20,000 points.
Is that a lot?
Wait, why the crap?
That sounds like
this
a lot.
has like all of these Japanese names for all these other creatures. Then we've got Big Tortoise. He needs a better name than Big Tortoise. Come on.
The tortilla. And he's been defeated.
Literally, his name is Bigutotatsu. Or Bigutotatsu. Which translates to Big Tortoise.
Yep. And I think Tom Wonder has gone into the middle of the earth.
Oh no! Alice, too far into the rabbit hole. Get out of here.
It's way too deep.
We're painting the lava red. We're painting the lava red. Da, 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 da. Gotta make sure Alice is
The
dead.
floor really is lava. With 5 minutes left. Come, Tina, catch up. Marching Maze to hell and back. Oi. Oh god, well, yeah, Bersentia, you wanted tomato soup? Does that fill a quota?
Tomato soup? I feel like, okay, if this is tomato soup, I'm gonna like cool down for a little bit, you know. Maybe a few thousand degrees. I don't know. Do you think tomato soup at this temperature would burn?
Just a feeling, just a little bit. I'd blow on it a little bit just to see.
Just blow on it, yeah. That's right. You gotta try the strat. You take a little spoonful and blow on it, and if your spoon melts, then that means it's too hot. So don't eat it yet.
Consider putting in a few crackers in there.
Okay, yeah, that'll help. Yeah, if you put crackers into your soup and they burst into flames, that means that you still need to wait for it to cool down a little bit. Tina really needs to boogie. If Tina wants to take the victory, she needs to beat the level on this attempt. If not, there is zero chance that she can catch up. With that said, you know, this has been a fierce battle going back and forth between the players. They've both done an incredible job, and I've really enjoyed watching this. Like,
yes. They struggle with different stages, with different mechanics. Time Warner spent so long on stage 3, but they've come back and they've been pretty steady. The raft stage was also a big roadblock for both of them for a long time.
Is Tina gonna try jumping? Yep.
Sure did.
I would have thought about that too. That is probably it for Tina. I think that was probably the right move, like, at least experimenting to see if that was the right way. Time Wanderer playing pinball with some skulls. You didn't know pinball, or skulls like pinball, but if you didn't know that, you haven't played Pinball Quest, okay?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, nerds.
This experience.
Whee!
Jeez. I've been so happy with this match.
Okay, I apologize. I'm trying to do a little bit of setup for the next match while we are doing this, but this has been really, really fun.
Indeed. The game's been adorable. The races have been doing really well. We see a lot of mechanics in a lot of different worlds.
And I'm just so glad that I'm, like, feeling good enough to actually stream right now. You know, we're only doing the 2 matches today, but if I'm feeling good enough tomorrow, I'll probably try to play some Takeshi's Challenge, because that game's hilarious.
I heard it was hilarious, also I heard it was really hard. Please get yourself a guide.
No. Like, honestly, unfortunately, somebody did spoil some stuff for me, because everybody loves to spoil stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, this is why I don't talk about Final Fantasy XIV very much on Twitter, because you mention something and no matter how vague you try to be, there's always that one person who's like, let's go ahead and give more, let's go ahead and talk about spoilers and then talk about the upcoming things that you haven't done, because let's go ahead and ruin your experience. No. And I'm like, okay, you're blocked, you're muted, because I kind of like you. But I'm very angry about
that happened. We were on the Digital Games, we were playing Metroid Other M, and I started commenting on something, and lo and behold, I spoiled something by mistake. I don't even notice why, I don't even mean to. It just happens.
Blocked.
I can't help it.
Blocked. And that is time, everybody. Go ahead and give a round of applause to the players because they deserve it. They did a fantastic job today.
Wonderful progress.
This music is boring. Let's go to different music. Well, everybody, we have had a fantastic time together, and we have enjoyed watching the players struggle through March and Maze, an Alice in Wonderland inspired game. I would have a hard time saying this follows any actual Alice in Wonderland story, but this was a lot of fun. Lead changes left and right, although Time Wanderer definitely grabbed onto the lead towards the 40-minute mark and held on to it for a long time, and thus takes the definitive victory. I'm gonna welcome them into voice.
Oh yes, bring them on. Just as Time Wanderer seems to be tackling on the final boss. Queen of Hearts.
This is the final boss. Oh my gosh, Queen of Hearts. Like Queen of Farts. Game over. Ha! Queen of Farts.
Game over.
Oh, hi, Tina.
Oh, hey. That game was good.
Oh my gosh, I love this game. I think that, like, you know, throughout the whole discussions, we definitely talked about how this game, I think, is good, although extremely silly and definitely not. They took some liberties with Alice in Wonderland, let me tell you.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, maybe not the most accurate to Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't fully realize
Yeah,
that's what
good
it was supposed to be until Cheshire Cat started showing up. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes sense, but then also doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, the title screen, you're chasing the white rabbit, but you've also got, like, anime guy in the background with a funny hat. So, let me go ahead and reveal the results, because we actually, especially during the first 30 or 40 minutes, had a lot of back and forth with lead changes.
Oh, yes.
However, Time Wanderer cleared the water stage first and held onto the lead up through the end, and takes the victory because of that. Actually, yeah, right after time was called, Time Wanderer made it to the final boss.
Oh, dang. Nice.
Yeah.
GG.
Like, honestly, there is no shame in that. Time Wanderer just kicked butt. And, you know, I had to cheer for Time Wanderer because he eliminated me, Tina.
I mean, maybe that's why Time Wanderer won.
Because
I've made clear that that's a decision that you came to on your own. I am not requiring
Clear
that of you.
favoritism.
This is not like a blood pact
From the
where, like,
organizer.
the defeated has to...
I think it was favoritism, Tina. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Time Wanderer is my favorite between the two of us as well.
Oh, no.
Aw.
No, Tina. Banned for being that way. Oh, no,
I mean,
seriously.
that's
I,
nice.
Genuinely, good game.
That's-
Holy cow. Getting through the water part, really no
Yeah.
small feat.
yeah, what was up with the rafts?
So,
They exist-
okay,
Well, sometimes they existed.
yes. So you
Sometimes.
know... Okay, so you know the Hakuna Matata stage in The Lion King?
It's
Yeah.
that.
We were
Where you
talking
have to put
about
up
that.
the logs?
No.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
that, except in The Lion King, those logs come down in a consistent pattern that you can figure
Yes.
out over time. And here, it's just, no, we're not giving you one on the left.
I mean,
Yeah.
it depends
Yeah.
on which version of The Lion King and if it's bootleg or not, but yeah,
Well,
you're...
yeah.
Well, okay, yeah.
There-
like
there are
the,
a few
the
of them.
bootleg Lion King has a few issues. I'm not sure that the log portion of that stage is the biggest one.
Going
Game
to
over
say,
screen is the biggest
There's
one.
probably others.
Oh, yeah, that stage, I was like, this alone is enough of a reason for me to have some complaints against this game, okay? You're making me very, very angry, game, just from me watching this. The rest of the game, like, kind of seemed goofy. I love the idea that you don't actually have hit points in this game. Like, it's just, if you get knocked off, you die, and if you don't get knocked off, you keep going.
Yeah.
It's a fun little twist.
That's really fun, and it leads to some like really sort of like stressful moments in like a good way, where like you kind of get pinballed around by like 3 different shots, but one of them absolutely would have sent you off the stage, and then you kind of get like bounced back by something else. So like getting hit isn't always a bad thing. I can see like if you were speedrunning this, you would probably want to take intentional hits to get yourself like
Oh, the
pushed down the
speedrun of
stage
this
that
would
far.
be
the speed,
so
the speed strike
fun.
getting pushed forward would be.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it would be very difficult to optimize this, but at the same time, I could see the speedrun of this game being really fun. Not only that, but like, if you take a few unintentional deaths, whatever, start of the next stage, just die, get a full game over, get all your lives back, and we're back in this, baby. We are
It would
going.
be very marathon safe.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely marathon.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
That-
so, yeah, with that
see.
said, do you think that you'll return to this game later, Time Wanderer? Is this a game that you can see yourself playing again?
I'm probably going to continue streaming on my channel right now until I finish it. Stay here to watch the next match, but like you can't like. I had a ton of fun for the last hour, and I saw the final boss, so now I'm like, yeah, we can do that.
You can beat it. I think you can.
It's there.
You can do it.
Yeah, no, I love
Let's
this
get
game.
the arcade version.
I might, although I have some questions about how this sort of like pseudo bullet hell style would work in isometric, and I don't think I like it.
I'm
it
gonna
gets
have to
worse.
try the arcade version. Like, I think that some of the biggest elements of BS that came through in this game were actually part of the arcade version. Not only that, but the arcade version does not have the shadow underneath your character, according to Polk, which I think would make that, especially for isometric, is a sin.
Oh no!
Yeah, that would be tough.
Those
Yeah.
platform
Shadows, a
jumps are hard enough.
timer, it...
Those platform
Well, then-
jumps are hard enough as it is.
They're so hard.
Yeah, and that little platform at the end of the stage too, that moves around too, before you hit the boss. Lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I might try it. I might try it just to see how it's different, but like, I can't see myself liking it more than this version of the game.
I
version's real
genuinely enjoyed this. Yeah.
I did too.
Uh,
A lot.
do you think, I do have to ask, do you think that it belongs, like, we try to have a large definition of Kusoge, you know, keep a large umbrella. Do you think that it fits the definition of Kusoge?
The ice stage did.
Okay.
The water stage did. But
Water
the
stage.
game as a whole, I'm actually not sure. This would have been a game that I would have, if somebody else, you know, if another GM brought it in, I would have went, okay, I can kind of see it. But this is definitely the sort of game that is just a little bit too polished, a little bit too good.
A little too good. Okay. Yeah, I think that probably for my own taste, I would probably like have looked at this game and been like, no, this is something that I think is fun and maybe a little bit too good. But I have no complaints about somebody else bringing it. Everybody
yeah.
has their own sort of style when it comes to Kusog7ande anyway.
And hey, you
I-
voted for me. I had to be a little kind. I had to be a little nice. I'm happy to have introduced a little something quirky now.
Oh yeah, and
You,
like
you didn't have to do anything. We vetoed your first 2 picks.
That's true.
Sure did. Sure did.
Yeah, but I always say, like, whenever I am an Iron GM and people choose me, I always go for something that I'm like, I think people are going to have a genuinely good time with this. And I, like, Polk, keeping with that spirit, I love it. Not everybody does that, but Polk kept with my spirit, and I am proud of that.
Yeah, for sure.
I've noticed in the GM bracket so far, with a lot of people giving out games that aren't used to giving out games in Kusog7ande. With some exceptions, I've seen a lot of games that trend towards the like obscure and interesting, but not necessarily bad.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun. because like the games have been like sort of weird. They definitely, like, we always talk about the, you know, Kusog7ande games can be just like weird but not terrible, and I feel like we've gotten a lot of those.
Yeah. These have all,
And then-
everything that I've gotten has felt like something that I would have seen in BBG, with the explanation that, you know, less loved, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, and Brasentia backed me up on this, the exception is Slamscape, which was genuinely.
Oh my gosh, I love Slamscape. That game's terrible.
Yeah, okay, you liking it proves my point.
Well, like,
Actually, yeah.
I know the difference between something I like because it's good and something I like because it's bad. And I like that because of how genuinely terrible that game was. Like, it's a fever dream. It's got ideas, and it is very passionate about these ideas that make no sense whatsoever. And I'm so glad that I experienced that game, Time Wanderer.
I agree with you there. It's just bad. It's just in ways that are like fascinating, but not actually fun to play.
It does not apologize about how weird it is at all. It embraces it wholly.
Yeah. Well,
And I can respect that.
well, with that said, Tina, as our GM, we do have the tradition of people being eliminated, leaving an epitaph on their tombstone. So, do you have any last words?
No, they were all good games, though.
They were all good games, though. I love that. That's perfect. That is a perfect. Yeah, everybody, we're gonna have to change this to the good video game tournament.
Who knows?
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll have to change the subtitle for Kusog7ande 8, you know? Considering that we are embracing a little bit of a larger... I don't know.
Sorry, but
Maybe I'll just put bad
Sorry,
in
everybody.
quotation marks.
sorry, everybody. We've run out of bad games, so now we got some good stuff.
You could rebrand to the
Sorry,
weird
I've been
video
passed a
game
note.
tournament.
All
'cause
video
this all
games are
fits.
good now.
All video games are good now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
I can
much.
get on board.
Everybody, remember, BBG is coming up this week. Starting on... When's it starting? Oh my gosh. BBG... there's the schedule. I'm opening it up. It starts on Friday, September 22nd. Mooware opening up with Fire Rock, which is a very bad game. After that is Fire Bam Flannel Cat playing that, also a very bad game.
Wasn't Fire Rock wasn't that in Akuso a year or two ago as like a 2-hour match?
Yeah,
Yep.
it was an endurance round. That game is... Yeah, and the speed
Okay, I
run
remember that
is, what, estimate is 55 minutes? Yeah. Like, I love playing that game. It's genuinely difficult. I forget, Tina, I don't think that you're playing anything in BBG, are you?
No, I'm just gonna be there cheering everybody on.
Yes! Time Wanderer, I don't believe you are either. Polk, you're not?
No, I should. I need to.
Okay, well, I'll have to rope all
Hey,
three
man.
of you into submitting next year because I'm
Yes.
playing, because I'm with the cool crowd.
That's true, you are.
Haha,
You most
finally.
certainly are.
Well, thank you all so much. They were all good games, though. Very nice. Final words. Time Wanderer, I'm cheering you on, and maybe Tina Hacks will join me in cheering
Absolutely.
you. Yes, you've got
Aw,
to go
thank
and win
you.
the GM bracket, okay?
I will do my utmost.
Yes! All right, take care, the three of you. I'll see you next time.
Take care, friends.
Bye, friends.
See ya! Now, everybody, thank you so much for being here for Kusog7ande. I want to remind you that this month, if you are a new sub, they are relatively cheap comparatively. I think, 30% off, something like that, if you would like to subscribe for the first time. It makes a huge difference for me to be able to stay streaming. The GDQ streams have definitely helped a lot in staying financially stable. Like, huge shout-outs to GDQ for doing that. Oh, 25% off. There we go. However, there are also a lot of people sitting around with the Prime subs that they haven't used. If you are one of those people who might have one, you may want to go and check. And if you have that available, consider dropping that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.